Hello, and welcome back to the Barca Hub. And in yesterday's game, Barcelona absolutely demolished Villareal. They completely ran over them. So let us now take a look at how the team played, what were Koeman's tactics, how specific players played, and what are the improvements that should be done. Barcelona started with a 4-2-3-1 formation as we all expected, with Alba as a left back, Clement Longley and Gerard Piqué as centre backs, and Sergio Roberto as the right back. The double pivots were Frenkie de Jong and Sergio Busquets. Coutinho was playing as a number 9 and he was playing as an attacking midfielder. Ansu Fati was playing on the left wing, and interestingly and very shockingly, Griezmann was playing as a right winger and Messi was playing as false 9. Now before moving on, I don't really think that Messi playing as a false 9 will work, because I think Messi is much better on the right hand side of the pitch. He is able to create more chances, he is more involved in the game while he is playing on the right side. And the same goes for Griezmann. Griezmann should play on the number 9 role, as he can be much better. Griezmann, although did some good things, he was good defensively, he tracked back, but as usual he was not that much involved in the game. Now I'm not saying that Messi didn't play well. Messi played as Messi. He is the best player to ever grace the game, so he literally can never play bad. He gave one or two good balls to Jordi Alba, he provided one or two good balls to Ansu Fati, he showed his connection with Griezmann and Coutinho many times, and he also scored a penalty, so it was a pretty decent game, a pretty good game for Lionel Messi. Okay, now moving on to the build-up. So Barcelona started their build-up play in 2 or 3 ways. So let me discuss them one by one. Number 1 way, this is the most common way, that Neto gave the ball to Clement Longley or Gerard Piqué, and most probably Longley. Then Longley passed the ball to Jordi Alba, and to help Alba, Felipe Coutinho and Ansu Fati dropped deep. And they also pulled the right back Mario with them. When this happened, one of the two started to make a forward run, as you can see in this picture, and there was no one to stop them because Mario was already pulled by one of the two players. The second way was when Frenkie de Jong played as a centre back, as you can see here. When this happened, the right back Jordi Alba and the left back Sergio Roberto pushed really high, and this gave some very important width to the game. When that happened, Coutinho dropped deep. With him, Messi also dropped deep into the midfield to regain the numbers in midfield, from where he can create chip balls for Ansu and Alba. We saw a similar kind of structure in the first goal. You can see in the picture that here Messi is also deep, Coutinho is also deep, and Alba is running from the left. Alba gets the ball, runs forward, gives a back pass to Fati, and bam, Fati scores a banger. Now the third and final way for the build-up was when Jordi Alba became a centre back. When this happened, Frenkie de Jong pushed a little higher to the midfield to create numerical supremacy in the midfield. Roberto, the right back, also pushed high, and he was also free, but he never actually received the ball that often. 46% of Barcelona's attack came from the left side, and that is because of the combination play and intelligent play between Alba, Coutinho, Fati, de Jong, and even Messi, because Messi also provided some good balls to Jordi Alba. Now let us see the points where we didn't had the ball. I noticed a very optimistic change, and the change was instant recovery. Barcelona players were very fast to recover the ball. Although we didn't press that high, but we were still able to recover the ball quite easily. Okay, now let's look at some of the player performances. Number 1, I want to talk about Coutinho. He was absolutely brilliant in this game. He made one assist. His combination play with all of the players on the left hand side was absolutely brilliant. He was really important in making that counter attack. And this is one more point. I think that our counter attacks have also increased. Moving on, we all know that Ansu Fati and Jordi Alba were absolutely wonderful, and Jordi Alba was actually a beast with Ansu Fati in this game. Now moving on to a player that I think didn't played well, and that was Sergio Busquets. Today he lost the ball too many times. He is too slow now. We have been saying that for a long time. I don't think that he should be a starter in the next game. Although I noticed one thing, but that was not particularly about him, but rather about his position. During the game, during some phases, we saw a 4-1-4-1 kind of a formation where Busquets pushed really high to form nearly a 4-1-4-1 formation. I haven't really seen him that high in recent times or ever. That was a good sign, and if they could play Pjanic instead of Busquets, that would be really good. Pjanic only came for 15 to 20 minutes, and in those minutes he recovered the ball 2 to 3 times, he made interceptions, he made some passes, and he was really good. And for me, he should be a starter over Busquets. Now moving on to our defense, and pretty shockingly and surprisingly, I was quite happy with our defensive performance. Defense didn't really make many mistakes. PK was good. He was really good. He intercepted 4 to 5 times, and Clement Longley was, as usual, very strong, very good on the ball. He also made that brilliant vertical pass to Philippe Coutinho, which later turned out to be a second goal. So I was really happy with our defensive performance, except one player, and that was Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto wasn't involved in the game. He was nowhere to be seen. He was not making many attacks, and he is quite poor on the ball. And I think we need a new right back. Although it is nearly confirmed now that Serginho Dest is coming to Barcelona, and that would be really good to see a real right back in the right back position. So that was it for today, guys. And I'm really impressed by Barcelona's performance under Ronald Koeman, and now my hopes have increased even more. But let us see what happens, because we have a really hard away game on 1st of October. Match previews will be coming, tactical previews will be coming, news roundup videos will be coming, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe the channel, like the video, share the video, and as always, Visca el Barça.